Have you ever imagined a massive vessel, laden with thousands of tons of cargo, not flowing downstream, but being hoisted by an invisible force alongside a towering dam, ascending nearly 40 stories in mere minutes? This isn't a scene from a sci-fi movie, it's a daily spectacle on China's Yangtze River. The Three Gorges ship lift, the world's largest ship elevator, is redefining how humanity interacts with rivers through its extraordinary engineering prowess and monumental industrial aesthetic. It's not just a colossal machine, it's China's solution to a global challenge: how to sustain and even boost shipping vitality when a mighty river is cut in half. The Golden Waterway's century-long divide and navigation dilemma. The Yangtze River, China's ceaseless mother river, has been a golden waterway traversing the heart of China for millennia. It has borne the passage of countless boats, connecting prosperous cities and towns, serving as a vital artery for the nation's economy. However, to harness its immense power for electricity generation, flood control, and irrigation, the Three Gorges Dam was conceived and built. The completion of this, the world's largest hydraulic project, brought enormous comprehensive benefits, but also created an unprecedented challenge. With an astonishing drop of 113 meters, the highest upstream water level at 175 meters, the lowest downstream navigable water level at 62 meters, it effectively cut the Yangtze in half. This artificial waterfall was an insurmountable barrier for shipping. How to enable ships to traverse this water dam mountain and continue the glory of the Golden Waterway became a monumental problem for engineers. The traditional solution, 5-stage ship locks, works like a water staircase for ships. By gradually raising or lowering water levels in a series of locked chambers, vessels can smoothly climb or descend. The Three Gorges project also built a grand double-lane 5-stage ship lock system, itself a world-class engineering marvel capable of accommodating fleets of 10,000-ton vessels. However, this staircase is incredibly tall. Ships passing through the 5-stage locks endure a lengthy process, typically taking 3 to 4 hours. With the booming economy of the Yangtze River basin, shipping demand exploded. By 2011, the Three Gorges Lock's annual cargo throughput had already exceeded 100 million tons, reaching its design limit 19 years ahead of schedule. Ship jams became commonplace, with ships sometimes waiting for days to pass. Time is money, and for modern logistics demanding high efficiency, this time constraint severely limited the further release of the Yangtze's upstream shipping potential. Crucially, each operation of the 5-stage locks consumed enormous amounts of water, posing a challenge to dam storage for power generation and ecological replenishment downstream during dry seasons. Thus, a faster, more efficient, and more flexible solution for bypassing the dam became imperative. Engineers turned their attention to a bolder, more revolutionary technology, the vertical ship lift. Their goal wasn't to make ships climb stairs, but to make them take an elevator. The Three Gorges ship lift, a super elevator custom-built for giants. In September 2016, after years of design and construction, the Three Gorges ship lift began trial operations, astonishing the world. With its undeniable scale and technical complexity, it claimed the title of the world's largest and most technically challenging ship lift, becoming the final and most technologically advanced piece of the Three Gorges project. The core mission of this steel behemoth is to vertically lift or lower a vessel with a displacement of up to 3,000 tons by 113 meters in approximately 40 minutes. This is equivalent to elevating a small frigate or a barge carrying 500 adult elephants directly from the ground to the height of a 40-story building. Compared to the 3-4 hour slow journey through the adjacent locks, the ship lift reduces transit time by over 80%, achieving a minute-level crossing. Deconstructing the sky-high escalator, the precise collaboration of force and beauty. To understand how the Three Gorges ship lift operates, we must delve into its breathtaking internal structure. It's not just a simple basket, but a precise system integrating mechanical, electrical, hydraulic, and intelligent controls. Ship caisson, the aerial bathtub for giant vessels. At the heart of the ship lift is a massive, water-filled steel trough called the ship caisson. Its effective dimensions are 120 meters long, 18 meters wide, and 3.5 meters deep. The caisson structure alone weighs over 7,000 tons. When filled with water, its total weight soars to an astonishing 15,500 tons. This aerial bathtub must not only accommodate the ship, but also enough water for the ship to float. Its sheer size is sufficient to easily hold a standard 3,000-ton inland cargo ship or passenger vessel. The art of balance, the ultimate application of Archimedes' principle. How is the 15,500-ton ship caisson driven? The mechanical magic here comes from an ancient and classic principle of physics, Archimedes' principle of buoyancy. The ship lift's design cleverly utilizes a weight balance system. The ship caisson is suspended by 256 high-strength steel cables from the top of 4 colossal 169-meter-tall towers. These cables pass over 128 massive pulley blocks, with the other end connected to counterweights whose total weight is almost exactly equal to that of the ship caisson, including water. The most remarkable aspect is that when a 3,000-ton vessel enters the ship caisson, according to Archimedes' principle, it displaces an equal weight of water, 3,000 tons. Therefore, whether the caisson is empty, only water, or carrying a ship, its total weight remains nearly constant at around 15,500 tons. This ingenious design means that the vast counterweight system offsets most of the caisson's weight. The driving system only needs to overcome the frictional resistance of the cables, pulleys, guide wheels, and some minor weight imbalances. This significantly reduces the power required for the motors to move this massive structure. Just 4 drive motors, each with a power of only 1280 kilowatts, are sufficient to smoothly move this steel giant up and down. This is like a giant balance scale where both ends have equal weight, and only a tiny force is needed to set it in motion. Driving and braking, dual insurance with gears and screws. Suspension by steel cables and counterweight balance alone isn't enough. How can this 15,500-ton behemoth be ensured to move absolutely smoothly and safely during ascent and descent? This is where the essence of the combined German and Chinese engineering design comes in: the rack and pinion climbing mechanism and the safety nut and screw locking mechanism. Rack and pinion system. At each of the 4 corners of the ship caisson, there are massive gears that mesh with vertical racks on the towers. These 4 gears are connected by synchronous shafts, ensuring that all 4 corners ascend and descend at precisely the same speed. This system not only transmits the driving force, but also acts like train tracks, firmly locking the ship caisson onto its vertical path, preventing any tilting or swaying due to wind or water currents. The horizontal accuracy of the entire lifting process is controlled to within millimeters. Safety screw system. This is the most crucial safety barrier of the Three Gorges ship lift and the embodiment of its technical complexity. It acts as an ultimate failsafe. During normal operation, a tiny gap is maintained between large nuts and the screws on the towers. In the event of an extreme situation, such as a cable break or drive system failure, causing the ship caisson to lose balance, the intelligent monitoring system instantly triggers the brakes. This safety mechanism immediately engages, transmitting and locking the massive weight of the ship caisson onto the tower screws, preventing it from falling. This system is the ultimate guarantee of absolute safety. Data comparison, a leap in efficiency and benefits. The commissioning of the Three Gorges ship lift brought immediate changes to Yangtze River navigation. Time efficiency for vessels within the tonnage limit, especially passenger ships, container ships, and roll-on roll-off vessels that require high timeliness, the 40-minute transit time is a revolutionary improvement compared to the several hours required by the locks. This significantly increases ship turnover, making upstream Yangtze shipping more flexible and competitive. Cargo diversion, the ship lift, and the 5-stage locks form a complementary pattern. Large ships use the locks, small ships take the elevator. According to 2024 data, the Three Gorges locks handled 154 million tons of cargo annually, while the ship lift transporting 5.03 million tons of goods. Although the total cargo volume is not as large, it opens a fast lane for specific ship types, effectively relieving the pressure on the locks. Passenger transport and tourism. The ship lift itself is a unique spectacle. Experiencing the wondrous journey of taking a ship elevator has become a new highlight of Three Gorges tourism. In 2024, the number of passengers passing through the ship lift exceeded 500,000 for the first time. Water conservation. Compared to the significant water loss caused by each lock operation, the ship caisson operates as a closed system, consuming almost no water from the Yangtze River during its ascent or descent. This is strategically important during dry seasons for ensuring downstream water supply and ecological balance. Beyond Three Gorges, China's technical blueprint for an aerial canal network. The success of the Three Gorges ship lift is not the end of China's hydraulic engineering journey, but a new beginning. The technology validated and the experience gained are being replicated and extended to other large-scale hydraulic hubs in China, with a grand aerial canal network gradually unfolding. In Guizhou, the Gupitan hydropower station ship lift on the Wu River has an astonishing maximum lift height of 127 meters, surpassing the Three Gorges and setting a new world record. It employs a three-stage lifting scheme, including 2 vertical ship lifts and an intermediate channel navigation section, once again demonstrating the ingenuity of Chinese engineers in adapting to local conditions. On the Yellow River, the planned Guxian Water Conservancy hub will feature a ship lift designed to reach an unprecedented height of over 200 meters. This will be another challenge to engineering limits, hinting at a future where China's inland waterways extend to even higher and more treacherous upstream regions. These flying locks act as invisible links, reconnecting inland waterways separated by high mountains and dams, extending the value of the Golden Waterway to the vast western hinterlands. They are not just transportation infrastructure, they are key pieces in promoting balanced regional economic development and realizing national strategic layouts. Global perspective, the brilliant ingenuity of the ship lift family. Globally, ship lifts, as an effective solution for overcoming significant water level differences, have long flourished worldwide, evolving into various forms based on different geographical conditions and engineering requirements. Strapey-Thieu boat lift in Belgium. Before the Three Gorges, it was the world's largest vertical ship lift, with a lift height of 73.15 meters. It also uses a double caisson and counterweight balance principle, serving as a model for modern large vertical ship lifts. Falkirk Wheel in Scotland. This is the world's only rotating boat lift. It acts like a giant balance scale with a water-filled gondola at each end. When one end rises, the other descends, completing the transfer of boats by rotating 180 degrees. Its design is highly artistic and imaginative, and it is incredibly energy efficient, reportedly consuming only about 1.5 kilowatt-hours of energy to complete a 24-meter lift, equivalent to boiling 8 kettles of water. New Niederfinno boat lift in Germany. As a replacement for the old lift, it also employs vertical lifting and counterweight balance technology. It is Europe's latest large ship lift project, showcasing Germany's profound capabilities in precision manufacturing and engineering. From China's vertical, sky-high escalator to Scotland's rotating flying wheel and Belgium's inclined slide, humanity is increasingly employing diverse and creative methods to overcome natural geographical barriers. Conclusion: when technology gives rivers new life. The Three Gorges ship lift, this engineering monument standing on the Yangtze River, is far more than a cold steel machine. It is a grand dialogue between human ingenuity and the forces of nature, a perfect blend of technological prowess and national ambition. It allows ships to fly over mountains, transforms natural barriers into thoroughfares, profoundly reshapes the Yangtze's navigation landscape, and provides a valuable China solution for inland waterway development in China and beyond. Watching the giant vessel quietly and swiftly ascend within the caisson, as if sailing into the sky, we witness not only an engineering marvel, but also a manifestation of belief. With the lever of technology, humanity can leverage the mighty power of nature to create a more efficient, greener, and more sustainable future. From the ancient hammer blows that carved canals to today's millimeter precision control by intelligent systems, our coexistence story with rivers is writing a new, even more magnificent chapter. And what unimaginable technology will be integrated into the next evolution of this sky-high escalator? Perhaps an era of AI autonomously scheduled, solar-powered, unmanned elevators is no longer far away.